everybody, and welcome to a Superstar PartyPlex at 12 FPS. Lunch break! My name is Zen, and today I will be playing Eggs Florentine, aka Luke Wright, and Handy. And with me today, I have two friends.
Hi, I'm Mira. I will be playing James Thomas Wright. Not technically related to Luke, but wow, naming conventions. Who would have thunk another real kind named Wright, last name Wright, would adopt a tune? So yeah,
Oh, right,
I
it's
have
I'm.
James.
You have
So sorry.
James. I have a ferret. His name is H.
Are you gonna introduce yourself or just your boy?
Oh, I don't exist. I'm Tired Penguin. You can call me Pengu because that is my name and I exist, which is what I say every time. So I must exist.
I think, therefore I am.
Oh.
Welp.
Well, um. And H has been for a little while now staying mostly at Eggs's apartment. Um, and Eggs has kind of been looking out for him and trying not to admit that he is kind of responsible for this kid now. Because
This kid
responsibility
who
is.
does not. Sorry. It's just saying this kid who does not seem to fear death properly and thus needs a lot of supervision.
Oh, that responsibility is scarier than any night terror. Um,
Oh boy.
but he does want each to be safe and well looked after and happy. And so today he has done something that he hasn't really done yet, and he is taking H to the Partyplex during the day when they're actually open and there's people there.
Wow.
This place is even more colorful and busier than usual. I feel like I should roll him something because he's not used to being around this many people.
Oh, poor buddy. Roll for social anxiety.
Okay, that's not bad. He got a 17 on his whiz save, so he is doing an okay job at being around this many people.
Oh,
I mean,
good.
it's not necessarily an issue of social anxiety, that's part of it, but also, all these people have emotions and those smell to him.
Stinky.
Oh, sensory overload.
Mm-hmm. But he is
Oh,
handling it okay. I think he chose to come on like a quieter afternoon. Uh,
it's the middle of the day on a weekday.
Mhm. So there's some people around, but it's not super busy. And he is holding H's hand
Yeah.
to keep H from running off.
Which is helpful because H is easily distracted.
Mhm. And he is walking the two of them towards the like food court area of the atrium. Cuz they are going to get H some lunch.
Yeah. H is hungry all the peckin' time.
Yeah, I imagine it's a fairly short line before they get to the front counter, and this perhaps is where James can come in.
Yep. He
Hey.
is manning the counter right now because they have enough cooks in the kitchen for once.
For
Yippee!
once.
Shaking it up a little.
Shaking it up a little, and you just see uh eggs. You just see James go from customer service to hi,
God.
Oh,
and then he. I'm just gonna roll perception to see if he notices that there is a little ferret with the little ears and a little bit of the head just barely visible.
his hair poof.
His hair poof.
His hair poof. There is, in fact, a little guy.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, that is a 6 on perception. Woo! A dirty 22.
Yeah. So he
Like, oh,
will. Oops, sorry.
and who's your friend?
Oh,
H on his little tippy toes trying to peek over. I'm H!
If anybody wants to roll insight, please do so now.
sure.
H will.
Oh,
9. I feel like Eggs has
Oh.
like reached down and is picking H up like underneath the arms to hold him up so James can see him.
H got a 3, which is very on brand for him. He's just looking happy.
you both just get. James looks pretty normal, but like his posture is a little bit looser, I guess. Like he looks pretty happy to see you guys. But with a 9 and a 3, I don't think you guys get much more detail other than he is genuinely happy to see you both.
Aw.
Oh.
When is he not happy to see Eggs?
I look into the future. Not now.
You're worrying.
I look at our DMs
Oh
and look
boy.
away.
Anyway, that's something to worry
Concern.
about right now.
That's not for here. That's not here or there.
Well, I'm sure that's fine and normal. Anyway, when H is lifted up, he just to be able to see James a bit more properly, he waves.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll a whiz just to see if James actually manages to not squee from how cute. Oh, okay. There is just like there is just
Wow.
the most audible little squee that you hear, and he just goes, "You are so cute. You are so cute, H. Oh my goodness, you are adorable."
Thank you.
He wipes away a little tear, just because like he's like actually kind of crying from cuteness.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
He's just like, "You are so cute. What can I get started for you guys?"
I would like a pizza.
James looks at Eggs. Any kind of pizza that he likes? Do you like? Going back to H because he doesn't want to be rude, but you know,
This is
he
a
needs a little
child.
bit more. He needs
He's
a
a
little
child.
bit more about what said child likes in order to get the right pizza to him.
I have never had a pizza.
Have you had spicy food?
Yes, I like spicy chips.
Okay, you like spicy chips.
Mhm.
W- we could try a pepperoni. See how you like that.
Ooh, I don't know what that is, but it's a fun word.
Pepperonis are sliced, spiced sausage type things
Ooh.
that are put onto the pizza.
His tail's
James
wagging a little.
James would know what pepperoni actually is and explain it a bit better than I am, but my brain is a little foggy, so it's not wording properly.
I mean,
I
I
feel
feel
like
like
that's.
that's a pretty simple explanation for the child.
Mhm. I feel like that's good. You don't want to get too into it with a kid.
Yeah, it's more of
If you
like
give a
it's more
sorry,
James would give a little autistic info dump just for the fact that he likes cooking a lot and likes learning about food, so he would know a lot more about food than I do and what kind of
if you give
classification
H too much
of meat.
if you give H too much information at a time, he will need to roll an intelligence to see how he's comprehending.
It's more of he would just know if pepperoni actually is a sausage or not because my brain is
I think it
currently
I
is.
think it
okay.
is like a cured sausage.
Yeah, a cured sausage. Yeah, so he would just call it like a sausage and thinly sliced, and you put it onto the pizza, and good, easy explanation for the kiddo. James, however, knows not James. Eggs, however, knows James and can see that he's vibrating and trying not to info dump to the small child about the kind of classification of sausage that pepperoni is, because yeah, pepperoni is a really fun word to say, huh?
The ferret just looks happy. He would like to try the pepperoni.
All right. And how big of an appetite do you have? Like how big should we make this pizza? He's looking at eggs a little bit. Like how much would be good for the small little child?
H looks a little embarrassed.
Oh no!
Oh baby, no.
Just a little bit.
Eggs is going to say large, but now he's worried about embarrassing H. Uh,
H will be hungrier than he is embarrassed. I assure you of that.
uh, let's let's go for a large. Let's go all out for his first pizza. Anything
He's
else you
gonna
want?
ring that up.
Yeah. Anything else you want, H? Soda or anything?
He tries to look at the menu. There is no comprehension in his eyes. He cannot read.
There's pictures.
There are. I think he sees like what's that thing that looks like bread but cheesy?
That's cheese bread. Cheesy bread. You want to try it?
He nods enthusiastically. I like cheese.
Then you'll really like the cheesy bread.
I also like bread.
Then you'll really like this. He's adding it to the order.
His tail is wagging.
Um,
Any kind of drink you like, kiddo?
I don't know.
You've got water, soda, juice, milk.
This ferret has never had a soda. He's from Faruma.
True.
Yeah, let
What's a soda?
it's like
Oh.
bubbly juice. It's very sweet.
I like juice and I like sweet things.
All right. It looks like they have a couple flavors. Do you want they have grape and orange and blue raspberry. And he'll like list off the flavors for H to pick from.
Do they have strawberry?
They can have strawberry.
H would like strawberry.
James is gonna ring that up. Sorry, I myself am overwhelmed with how cute H is.
He likes strawberry.
He likes strawberry.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And when H is done ordering, Eggs will gently set him down and pay for everything.
He once again gets on his tippy toes to try and look over the counter.
Oh my god!
H is so cute.
I'm not trying to kill people.
No, it's just the inherent cuteness of H is just oh my heart. Oh my heart. And oh James's heart as well, because he is just gonna see that and just be like, oh cute.
I think H giggles a little.
James kind of glances behind just to make sure that there's no more customers and goes, I can finally clock out for my break.
um, do you wanna sit down with us while each has his lunch?
Oh, I don't, I, d- Eggs, you don't have to roll for this. You get slammed with happiness as James
Aww.
goes pink and kind of flutters his hands a little bit in a happy stim, just like, oh, yeah, 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 that would be great.
Lunchtime.
It is lunchtime, my little dude.
Ren! Ren says the air tastes fruity now.
Okay. Okay. Uh I'm gonna just really quickly roll to see if James brought a homemade lunch or if okay, he brought a homemade lunch. So he is
Ooh.
gonna duck back into the nearest break room and go. Well, no, actually, I'm just gonna have him retrieve it from his hammer space. That's fine. He's a toon. He can roll hammers. Oh, that was almost a fumble there. Okay. He pulls out his lunch, and it's cute in a little sack, a little paper sack, all very stereotypically a sack lunch. And
What's
he goes,
that?
"Oh, it's my sack lunch."
What's in
So I've got a sandwich, some chips, and a soda.
it? Ooh. Those are all tasty things.
They are all tasty things. It's why I packed them. Now, where do you want to sit?
He looks at eggs.
Egg's looking back down at H once again, holding his hand like, I mean, you can pick out the table, but I think you can
You
sit at
pick?
any of these as long as nobody's already sitting there.
Okay. He will, still holding your hand, kind of, so not really a scurry off, but
But still a
he's
little
off to
bit of a
search.
skitter. A little bit of a
Still a
skitter.
little bit. A little bit of a skitter. He is searching very intently.
Do we maybe want to have H roll perception or something?
Sure. Slash our perception little buddy is, of course, not great because it is a whiz stat. Okay, it's not sending. My phone was doing that yesterday.
Oof.
That's fine.
Do you need one of us to roll for you?
No, it's fine. It's just
Oh.
there we go.
Oh,
Oh
Oh, nat
no.
one.
Oh
oh,
dear.
-1.
He he like takes one step, looks at the big like food court area I'm imagining,
Mhm.
and then just kind of looks up at eggs like, oh, visibly overwhelmed.
Okay, I'll pick the table this time. Then, let's just
Okay.
sit, here. And he
Okay.
he just picks like an unoccupied table up near the wall or something, sort of out of the
H
way.
brief H briefly got overwhelmed by choice.
Mhm.
To be fair, there was many a choice.
There was many a choice.
So many choices.
Wow. He happily
Uh,
takes a seat once Eggs picks a table.
Mhm.
is Eggs gonna sit right next to H?
Probably, yeah, to make sure he
Okay.
doesn't run off.
If he
In that
doesn't, H
case,
would sit next to him because that's his friend.
aw, I
Oh.
love H so much. Uh, then James will be sitting across from Eggs.
They can look at each other.
They can look at each other.
Wow, looking at someone gay. Gaze back.
Okay, James is gonna set down his little sack lunch and pull out uh a sandwich, like he mentioned, uh to H, and it's wrapped in saran wrap, and it is one of those little subs that you can that
H,
and
H's
it's
eyes emoji.
and it's got some turkey, provolone, because James is not lactose intolerant
Oh.
like I am, uh, lettuce, tomato, and some uh I am thinking of a condiment that my brain is not mustard. Mustard. There's mayo and mustard
You.
on the sandwich, and there is you can smell a little scent of that. There is like a little bit of oil and vinegar on the sandwich as well.
Little ferret nose sniffs.
So that's a sandwich, and it's like kind of cut in half, so it's easier to eat. And then there is
Of course.
a bag of Lay's chips, or whatever the tune variation thereof is. So just some simple potato chips, and then there is a can of caffeinated soda because he needs to get through this shift.
Fair.
So yeah, so jazz hands, that's his lunch.
Yee.
H's eyes emoji. And his nose sniffs the air. Sniff, sniff.
Egg's like, it's okay, but your pizza will be ready in a second.
Okay. I didn't want to eat it. It just smells good.
Yeah.
James pulls out a little plastic knife from his hoodie and cuts a little bit of the sandwich off and hands it to H. Do you want to try it?
His tail wags immediately. Yes, please.
Here you go. And he will hand over the tiny little sample of his sandwich.
H practically inhales it.
Oh wow. You're really hungry, huh?
I'm hungry all the time.
Oh. He softens a little bit. You can roll insight. Both of you.
Yippee.
Well,
He's a hungry little guy.
it's a
Minus
22 for
2.
Megs.
Okay,
Mhm.
it's doing it again.
It's doing a
I don't
think.
know. It's only the Discord on my phone,
I
which
give
is
you
what I've been
gentle
using to
pats.
which is what I've been using to input roles because most of my number keys on my computer are broken. Anyway, he got a 4.
Oof. Okay. You don't really know H. You don't really know why James kind of looks at you with a soft, understanding expression. You're too busy, kind of just enjoying
Deli-
the bit of sandwich that you just inhaled.
delicious.
Uh, Luke, you get that James really understands being hungry all the time. Maybe not to the extent that H is, just because H is hungry all the time, but James has experienced hunger in his life before, so yeah, he gets it.
Ugh.
Aww.
And but like also with that 22, you can tell that James would die for this kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again.
Again. Yep.
Again. Oh
He would
boy.
lay his undead life for this kid.
I mean, Luke's in the same boat, so.
Mhm. So yeah, James is gonna start munching on his sandwich and just it has been so many days, long days. What day is it again?
Uh, uh, it's It's January 11th. It's Thursday.
Oh, okay.
H visibly perks up. What day is it?
Thursday?
January 11th.
That feels important.
Oh? Yeah?
Oh yeah, that's my birthday.
Oh, it's your birthday?
Uh-huh.
Happy birthday, little dude.
Tail wiggle.
Okay, well, if you're still hungry after all of the cheesy bread and your pizza, I'm definitely getting you some cake.
I like cake.
What kind of flavors do you like, bud?
I don't remember. I haven't had cake in a while.
Yeah. Well, do you like chocolate?
Yes.
Okay. I could see if we have like a mixtured cake where it's like one slice is vanilla, the other slice is chocolate. I
You
wonder
can
if there's.
do that.
Oh, yeah, you basically just layer different cakes on top of each other with the frosting in between.
That's so cool.
Cooking's really cool. You can do a lot of neat things with it.
He is wiggling.
Oh, Luke just sitting here watching these two get along. That's nice.
It is very nice.
I'm thinking maybe it's
I get.
the sort of thing where you take like a little plastic card back to your table and then someone comes out with your food so that each
Mm-hmm.
can get his food.
Yes. The
Yeah.
baby needs to be fed.
Staff bot
The
bringing
baby is
over
hungry.
the large pepperoni pizza and
H,
cheese bread and strawberry soda.
H is sparkling. He says thank you to the staff bot because he does that.
Aww.
Uh, Meanwhile, while the pizza is being delivered and stuff by the staff bot, James digs into his hoodie and pulls out a little black party hat with "Happy Birthday" written on it in silver.
He does that?
He's like, "Hey H, I got you something."
What is it? It's a
He,
hat. I know what hats are.
it's a hat. Do you want it?
Yes.
Here you go, bud. And
He like takes. He takes it and. Sorry.
he's just gonna gently help H put it on.
When he sees it has words on it, but since he can't read, he just goes, "Oh, it has words on it. What's
Yeah,
it say?"
it says "Happy Birthday."
Guess it's my birthday.
It's your
Yeah.
birthday, bud.
Happy birthday.
His tail waggins. His tail wags.
I love H so much.
Oh.
So how old are So how old are you turning now?
He has to do math for a moment. I'm gonna roll an intelligence.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
You got this, H.
I believe in him. Probably. It's -3. 6.
Oh baby. I'm just
He-
imagining H squinting off into the distance.
Okay, but what if imagine he starts counting on his fingers and then he runs out of fingers, so he reaches for Eggs or James's hands to count on their fingers.
Oh no,
oh my gosh,
so
yes.
cute. Oh my gosh,
He
that
looks
is
at
so
eggs and
cute.
he looks at eggs and go, "Can I borrow your hands?"
uh, uh, sure, H. What for?
He like takes your hands and like lifts up your fingers to keep the counting.
Oh,
And
Egg's
you
look.
have 10 whole fingers.
Egg's looking over at James like, oh my god, he's so cute.
James wiping away a tear as he nods, like,
He looks at your fingers, you have 10. He looks at his, he has 8, which so it's not quite enough. He looks at James. I need
James
more
holds out
fingers.
his hands.
Okay, thank you. And he gets 2 more. And then he goes, okay, that many.
Wow, that's a lot.
He's like counting your fingers and counting in his head and gets the words and okay, 20.
Oh. Huh. There's like a little bit of like tunish math going on with James, and then he kind of just goes, "Oh, right, tune," and shrugs. Huh.
H nods. Chick says they're also not as old as they actually are, so I'm 20 and 10.
Yeah, no, that tracks. Some tunes have that happen to them.
He nods. Thank you for the hat.
Yeah, of course. I glanced over at the front row seats. The confusion is amazing. I love you guys.
I wiggle.
it little plug, listen to 12 FPS Homecoming. It gets addressed a little bit there.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit. That's where he talks to Trick about it.
Yeah. And Trick says they're also not as old as they actually are. And H goes, oh, I thought I was just weird.
H now has a birthday hat and pizza and cheese bread and soda.
He's sparkling and he's gonna reach for the soda.
Okay, take
I'm gonna roll him a
Yeah, X is going, take a small sip first, so you can get used to the feeling, okay?
Okay. Since it's bubbly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm gonna roll him a con. Save. What's your con save? Right, this is straight d20.
Oh,
16!
nice.
He handles it surprisingly well. He doesn't get bubbles up his nose.
Oh,
He took a because he took a small sip like you told him to.
took a small sippy.
He does sparkle though. The tune sparkles in his eyes. Strawberry.
Oh, you just. If Eggs looks up, he's gonna just see James turn to mush. Just looking at this kid like, oh, I would die for you. I need you to be happy for like ever.
Oh,
Aww.
I,
He's doing his best.
I feel like Candy speaks up and is like, someone ought to look into weaponizing this level of cuteness.
I don't know if I want
Right.
this level of cuteness ever on the battlefield.
Ish blinks at you. He just takes another sip of his soda.
You're very cute, H.
Thank you.
James is just like he just want to hold soft. He just want to hold soft. He is just hold the baby, protect the baby, fight for the baby.
He is quite holdable. He
Mhm.
likes being held.
Whenever eggs cannot hold the baby, he is like, I am down to hold the H. I love the H.
We have hands
J-
for many reasons. Love the
Mhm.
yep,
H. Hold the H. Pat the H.
cradle the H.
Cradle the H.
Give food to the H.
Give food
Hmm.
to the H. So much food because he is so hungry.
I love H so much.
Good. he's also gonna try and eat the pizza, and he's going to go for trying to eat it like a cookie.
James kind of opens his mouth and then like kind of just hmm.
Now,
Oh, eggs will step in and be like, H, you kind of the pizza is cut into slices, so you kind of pull
he
apart.
looks at you with a mouthful of pizza. Huh?
Here, let
Or,
me.
huh?
He's just going to reach in and pull one of the slices of pizza out of the pizza and be like, it comes apart like this, and you hold the crust so that your hands don't get as messy while you eat the rest of it.
Oh, like a pie.
Yeah, some people call it pizza pie.
Oh, cousin, that's neat.
It's even more like
he,
a pie when. Sorry,
you go.
James
You
just kind
go.
of just chimes in and goes, "It's more like a pie when you do a deep dish pizza."
Dish.
Mm-hmm. It's where you got a nice thick puffy crust, full of sauce and cheese and your toppings.
He's tune sparkling. He is
There's
amazed.
there's a lot of ways you can make pizza.
I want to try that kind of pizza next.
I look at Zen. Do we have deep dish pizza at the at the PartyPlex?
Probably.
Okay.
Probably. It's a pizza place. Pizza's their
Mhm.
thing.
Mhm.
Might not get it today, but H definitely wants to try that sometime.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also giving him ranch to dip the pizza in because that is what we do in it here.
Mm-hmm. My grandma does that.
I've heard people I've heard people say it's a Midwest thing. I've heard people say it's a Southern thing. So I blue screened.
I feel like it's not necessarily super regional because, like, when I
Mm-hmm.
order takeout pizza, I usually get recommended, like, do you also want a side of ranch with that? And I'm like, no thanks.
I love pizza and ranch, but I also just love ranch in general. I'm insane about it. Anyway, we don't need to talk about my addiction.
I will admit,
Anyway,
ranch and pizza does taste good, but I also like eating my pizza just as it came in the box.
Mhm.
fair. I'm giving H ranch for the pizza.
So
Yes.
valid.
Dip.
Yep.
He does very very careful, very delicate dip.
James is gonna continue enjoying his sandwich, and Luke gets kind of just a yummy from James, just because he's like enjoying the sandwich so much that he accidentally kind of broadcast it.
Ugh.
I mean,
I
I
pat
imagine
James.
he's getting something very similar from H sitting next to him trying pizza and soda.
H is radiating joy and happiness.
Good.
He's very content with the pizza and the cheese sticks, which he also dips in ranch, because that is what I would do, and H is basically child me.
James eventually finishes his sandwich and then opens up his bag of potato chips with a kind of muffled pop. And he kind of winces a little bit and is like, I forgot how loud those are.
H's ears twitch at the sound like animal. My words get a little hard when I do HFPSs because I turn my brain off for them purposefully because H dumb.
Method acting.
Method acting. I forget how to count. No, but yeah, his ears perk up at the chips noise.
Do you want a chip?
You can roll an insight because he's not gonna say yes because you already gave him a piece of sandwich. But also, the answer is yes.
That's a 13.
H is not very good at hiding his emotions. Well, you know what? I'm gonna roll a deception. I'm gonna roll a Wait, I forgot his deception's actually good.
What's an FPS?
You could roll at disadvantage.
Well, let's see what he gets to reverse roll.
Oh.
I'm rolling at a disadvantage. Or actually, no, I'm gonna keep that for a second. Eggs also roll insight.
Sure. Dirty 20.
Okay. James can't tell, but Eggs can tell. H wants to say yes because perpetually hungry and also loves tasting things, but he doesn't want to say yes.
I do feel like with just like that 20, Luke can also tell that James genuinely is like, I'm willing to share.
I feel like he leans over to H and is like, I mean, he's offering. If you want it, you can say yes. It was his idea.
Okay. Yes, please.
James just kind of gently smiles as he hands over a few potato chips.
Nom.
Crunchy.
Crunch.
Salty. Yum.
Crunch.
Imagine
Happy tail wiggle.
H putting potato chips on his next slice of pizza.
Oh my gosh, he does. He eats like one of the chips you handed him and then looks at his pizza, looks at the chips. I had a thought.
You did?
What's your thought, bud?
He's gonna put the chips on the pizza and then bite.
Crunchy. Yummy.
Crunchy pizza.
Crunchy pizza.
He looks very pleased with himself.
That's a new one.
James is trying to figure out if the texture would squick him out or not. Like you just see him mentally thinking about it, and like there's like two thought bubbles that pop up into his head where he's like trying to weigh the yes or no of would I like this or would I not like this.
You'll never
just
know
asking
unless you
H,
try.
Is that good, bud? You like it?
He nods. I like pizza, and I like crunchy, and it's crunchy pizza.
H is so cute. Oh man.
Anyway, James is gonna get to witness this very small child practically inhale a whole pizza and breadsticks and strawberry soda.
James is left kind of blink, 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 blink. All right, that happened. And then he just gonna turn to his soda and crack it open and take a long swig.
And then H is very happy and very content eating the pizza. And then I'm gonna roll to see if he remembers what you offered him.
Oh boy.
The ferret's memory ain't great. like me.
I feel that so much.
-3. 14. He remembers!
He remembers.
Woohoo!
Easier to
He
remember
like
when
he
tasty
looks
food is on the line.
you know what, that's true. He's just like me for real. Anyway, he looks at the empty breadstick basket or cheese stick basket, looks at the empty pizza tray, and goes, "You said if I'm still hungry, I can get cake?
Mhm.
I'm still hungry."
James is just gonna go soft and just be like, "Okay, bud. Let me finish my drink first, and then I'll get you some cake, okay?"
Okay.
He's gonna really quickly finish off his chips and drink, and then he will go and get some cake for the birthday boy.
Yippee. H will be so patient.
Just really quickly gonna roll a perception just to see how quick James. Well, actually, no. I'm gonna do an investigation just because he's looking for the darn cake. Okay, with a dirty 23, he is very quick and able to find the cake, and so he brings back 3 slices of cake. Because I don't know if he has had the conversation with Eggs yet about Eggs not really being able to eat yet.
I feel like that came up in Wet Cat Energy when
Oh,
they first
right,
met, because James was like, "Oh, let me cook you something," and Eggs was like, "I can't
right,
eat."
right, right. Okay,
It's
right,
about that.
Mhm.
right. Thank you. So he's only
I
gonna
pat
bring
you.
back 2 plates instead.
I pat you. H also knows Eggs can't eat, and Eggs said not to be sad about it, and he's trying not to.
Mhm.
Uh,
Handshake with James.
Ugh.
Yeah, so he brings back 2 slices of cake that kind of look like a checkerboard of there is a red velvet cake, there's a chocolate cake, there is a vanilla cake, and there is a pink strawberry flavored cake. And it has all of the
Ooh.
buttercream, so it's like there's all of the uh all the squares are basically kind of uh my gosh, I can picture this cake perfectly in my head.
I can picture it
like
too.
outlined in white.
Outlined in white. Yes, thank you.
Patsy.
So the frosting is like outlining each square and stuff, and it looks really pretty. And James is gonna put 1 slice in front of H, and he's gonna set another one down in front of him, and just kind of just look a little proud. And if you want to roll insight, you can roll insight on why he
I
feels
will.
proud.
Mhm. Already
I
typing.
will.
14.
-2.
Okay, great. Both of you realize that James made this cake. He was on cake duty
H.
earlier.
Oh
Ah!
gosh.
H looks at you and sparkles. Did you make this?
I sure did. It was really fun too.
Wow.
It looks really
I
great.
think he looks at Eggs too and is like, he made that.
Yeah, it looks
That's
so
so
cool,
cool.
right?
He
Oh, he is
nods.
preening. He is preening, just like Eggs thinks I'm cool. Yes.
Oh, you are cool, buddy.
Mhm.
We need something gay to happen.
He is just sitting up a little straighter, looking even more proud just because he got compliments. Yay!
Can I roll another insight on James
Mhm.
specifically for the gayness?
Yes. Go ahead.
Oh,
H sweetie.
can I? I,
Go ahead.
I feel like,
H
you
sweetie
know,
honey.
Eggs already knows about the gayness, but
Yes.
Mhm. Okay,
No.
I'm gonna say that a 12 is high enough in my opinion.
He's just
Okay.
that gay.
He is just that gay. He's not hiding it.
Mhm.
Yeah, so so you H, you see that there is like as James was being complimented and Eggs said that James was cool, huh? His cheeks, James's cheeks start going red and they kind of go darker and darker and he can't stop smiling and he just looks so happy that he got complimented by Eggs and there is a just a particular softness to how he looks at Eggs specifically that's not exactly the same kind of softness that he looks at you. So, huh, he likes Eggs, but not in the way he likes you? Huh, that's
I think
interesting.
I think the first thing H is gonna do is kind of like, I'm sorry, James, you're gonna get called out. He's gonna point at James and say, "Why is your face red?"
Um, mm?
Handy is cackling.
His hands kind of go to his cheeks and like he kind of starts like trying to hide his face like uh, uh-huh. Um,
Yeah,
I didn't
James, why is your
know
face so red?
there
That's
is
Handy, by
very
the way.
there is very visible if there was not a child present there would be swearing.
At Handy, I assume.
At Handy, yes, because like he really wants to flip Handy off, but he can't because there is a child present.
Handy is showing the smug cat emoticon on its screen.
I
He
think like
kind of
H looks at Hand. I think like H looks at Handy, also heckling James. Looks at James burying his face and kind of goes like, "Oh, you like eggs?"
there is a little strangled noise, and he kind of just nods. Yeah, I like eggs. I, mm,
It's not a mischievous giggle; it's a happy giggle.
Excellent.
I I like them a lot.
Eggs is very likable. He's nice and he taught me stuff and he told me what golf and the swamp is and what cars are and he helps me get food like the pizza. He's very nice. He's very
He
likable.
he is, and James is slowly losing his embarrassment to just there's just love blooming because no it, that sums up eggs. Eggs is very likable and very kind, and James loves that about eggs.
Does do you
Yeah.
guys want to roll insight on eggs now?
Yes,
Yes.
a dirty
Oh,
26.
2. That's 11. Oh,
11.
his insights
Uh,
just got worse.
hmm. What does each get with an 11? Uh,
And I
hmm,
rolled again. It's an FPS.
what? I
Never
could
mind.
not understand you.
I know. I. Never mind.
Pengu is asking if they could roll again because it's an FPS.
I think that's fine.
Okay. And then if he still rolls bad, then it's fate. Okay, Discord. Maybe it's something with the Discord app right now. That's
Discord,
possible.
I'm
Because
howling at the moon.
this is a functioning app. This is
Okay,
a functioning
16.
16.
16.
Yeah, that's better. I mean, X is wearing a mask, which makes it a little bit harder to decipher, but from the rest of his body language, he is sort of not making eye contact and uh ducking his head a little, and he seems like he is blushing also. And with the 26, oh, James, you can tell if Luke was a tune, he would be blushing so much. He does
Little
not
heart
know what to
emojis.
do with being complimented like this.
H also beams.
It's true. You're likable, and you let me sleep under your bed.
James, he is gonna just kind of very, very slowly just kind of move his hand to kind of gently rest it uh on Eggs's hand, but slowly and projecting it in a way that if Eggs really doesn't want to be touched, he can pull away. Does he pull away?
No, he doesn't pull away, but his other hand is going up to kind of hide his face.
Aww.
It's true, you know. You are very likable. You're a good person.
Feeling extremely put on the spot. Like, I don't
You
want to
don't have to
argue with
respond.
James, but he doesn't quite believe it. Like, writing off the 26, he does not really believe it. He is a little bit like, I don't know why you think that, but.
James just kind of gently gives the hand a squeeze and goes, "At least listen to H. You helped H out so much."
H in the background perking up with a mouthful of cake.
I mean, I'm just doing like what any decent person would do. It's not really as much as he needs.
I can give you emotions. I can give you emotions. Do you want me to give you emotions?
Sure.
The eyes emoji.
H looks up at you when you say that it's like it's what anyone would do, and he says,
If it's what anyone would do, then why are you the only one who did it?
I don't know, buddy.
Oh, H.
he just
Oh,
takes
James.
another bite of cake as if he didn't just give you emotions.
James is gonna reach over and gently take one of H's paws in his other hand and just goes, "There's a lot of people who don't look out for others. And you're looking out for him. And you're not alone in that
Wiggles.
anymore." And he kind of gives H a little squeeze. If you ever need help helping H, I'm here too. If you both need me, just let me know and I'll come running. Okay? Holding a little paw in one of Eggs's hands.
H will keep his paw held even as he goes to take another bite of cake.
James does not mind that H continues to eat. He is just he want to hold. He need to hold.
H does have soft little ferret paws.
James loves the little soft ferret paws. He loves H so fucking much.
I feel like Eggs is slowly taking his hand down from his face, but also imagine that's the hand with Handy on it, and Handy is just giving James this smug, shit-eating smirk.
The soft in James's face immediately turns to annoyance as he kind of just sticks out his tongue at Andy because he can't do anything else right now. His hands are occupied.
Handy will stick out its tongue and via emoticons as well.
H witnesses this and giggles a little.
if there wasn't a child present, there would be words exchanged. He just kind of
Coward.
hisses. I'm not gonna curse in front of a kid.
Maybe you would if you weren't a coward.
I am James trying so hard not to fall for it. He's trying so hard.
Don't fall for the bait. Don't do it.
Handy, who also tries not to curse in
roll a
front of
whiz
a
save
child.
or something.
Ooh!
That's
Roll
the
to
wrong.
resist the bait.
Oh no! Oh, that's a
That's
nat one. Oh no!
Oh no!
James is gonna roll to see if he can be deceptive and whisper. Oh, that's a straight
Or cover
D20.
the
Oh
ferret's
no.
ears.
Oh, that's a
Can cover
2.
the ferret's ears.
You just hear, "Oh, fuck you, Handy."
Handy just like dramatic gasp. Oh, H is right there. You're really swearing in front of the kid. Huh? Huh.
James, let's go of both H and Luke's hand and just kind of grabs wrist, cups Handy a little bit, shake slightly. Let's go.
I think like H looks up, finishes a mouthful of cake and says,
I know what swears are.
Oh fuck.
I feel like Eggs immediately like pulls that hand back towards his chest. It's like, okay, maybe let's not do whatever that was again.
Sorry, Handy. I could get in really big trouble if I swear here.
I don't think Handy cares.
I mean, you're the one that said it. I don't see how this is my fault.
James is just he just kind of groans and just
Eggs like talking to Handy like, you know what you were doing. Don't play dumb. Handy, play dumb? Me? I would never do such a thing.
James sulkily taking a bite of his cake.
Me
His-
watch.
yeah, sometimes Handy can push buttons.
It's funny because Handy also has buttons.
I know, right? James is feeling a little bit better because he accidentally made H laugh because he did not intend the pun. Uh,
Also, yeah, H does know what swears are. You can ask him how.
so, who taught you what swears were, bud?
Well, taught is taught the right word? I think it was an accident. Father swear when he got mad at work.
Oh. You can roll
He just
insight
takes
if
another
you
bite of
want.
cake.
You can roll insight on Eggs too.
James is gonna roll insight for eggs. That's a 19.
I'm gonna roll insight on both of you, I guess. 8.
8.
I'm gonna roll 2 insights. One that's on James.
Mhm.
This is on Eggs. Please get better. Discord. It's gotta be something with the app.
Discord.
Discord, I'm howling at the moon.
I'm sleeping in the middle of the summer afternoon.
A
Oh.
zero.
Oh, that's worse.
Oh.
H perceives nothing. He is enjoying cake.
H, you kind of get a brief you catch like a brief flash of emotion on James's face and then it's gone. Luke gets a little bit more with kind of a, huh, okay. That is kind of has like a tinge of, oh, that sounds familiar.
Oh
Oh.
boy. Yeah.
What does 19 get with eggs for James?
I feel like even with a 0, H will see Eggs kind of nodding as H is talking. With a 19, yeah, that checks out to Eggs. I mean, his dad seems to be a pretty shitty person. I mean, you've already know about far worse things you've done, but yeah, that's probably also where he learned to swear.
Oh boy.
Handshake, James.
Oh, handshake all these guys. Terrible fathers.
Terrible fathers.
Wow.
Terrible Fathers Club.
Yep.
H isn't aware that his parents were terrible. He's not. He's
Yeah.
not aware.
Yeah. Hold him soft.
He is not aware.
Ignorance is bliss.
Ignorance is bliss.
That's a pretty good summary of H in general. Oh boy.
James kind of sighs and works on finishing his cake, and it's just like, sounds about right, I guess.
H is just doing a happy little wiggle, but like, yummy cake.
James go all soft and gooey because he enjoys seeing people enjoy his creations, and H is such an adorable little guy.
He is. I think like H as eating cake kind of leans into eggs, I think.
That's gonna make James even
Oh.
gooier.
Oh my god, that's so fucking cute.
Desire to cuddle.
Eggs wrapping the arm on that side around H's shoulders.
Yes.
James is so soft and gooey. He is just like, ugh. Luke in particular does not have to roll insight to just get smacked in the nose with a mixture of orange rolls and cinnamon rolls scent from James.
Smells fruity in here.
And just he is very soft and gooey.
Aww.
Soft and gooey like cinnamon rolls.
Aww.
X kind of looking at James, looking back at H, realizing what that's about. Trying
He
to act
kind of
normal.
just blushing a little bit and just kind of ducking his head a tiny bit and just going, I'm glad that he has you. Like, just no matter what happens, I'm just glad that you guys have each other. Does he want to be included in that eventually? Yes, but he's not gonna like force himself in there if that's not what's gonna happen naturally.
Oh,
H wiggles, I think.
Eggs found me in a vending machine.
There's like the visible dot, 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 as James kind of comprehends that.
Eggs looking down at H.
H looking up at him.
Hmm.
So you got stuck in there, huh?
No, I just wanted to be in there because there were snacks.
He actually laughs in character.
H's tail wags.
And then Angst told me I shouldn't steal. And I didn't know it was stealing. I thought it just produced snacks.
Yeah, I get that, kid.
Unfortunately, most things have to be paid for, or else you're stealing them.
Yep.
I have no money.
You are very small, with no money, much
I
stress.
am very small. I have no money.
Oh, the stress you must be under.
I don't feel stressed.
It's a joke.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Eggs ruffling H's hair like, yeah, you don't need to worry too much about that, buddy.
H's tail wags when you ruffle his hair.
James is just so soft and gooey with both romantic and platonic feelings right now.
This ferret is so adoptable.
Yep. Like if H had not been picked up by eggs already and like there's been a visible claim, James would have been emulating his father and pulling out some found family paperwork.
James recognizes the familial bond already formed.
Yep, he can see it. He's not gonna say it, but he can see it.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Eggs was trying very hard not to come to that realization. He's just like he's
Eggs,
just looking
sweetie.
out for this kid, this sweet little kid for I mean just as what anyone would do, right? Anyone would
This
want to
sweet little
protect
kid
and
that you
take
would
care of
already
this
die
kid.
for.
Mhm.
This sweet little kid that you would already die for again.
Mhm. That's normal. That's nothing.
Surely. Surely it is. As he leans on you as he's finishing up his cake, leans on you, tail wags as you pet his head.
Mhm.
And has also previously complimented how awesome you are for taking care of him.
They're just friends.
Uh-huh.
Just
Mhm. James is just watching this and like he's just like already mentally labeled it as yes, the found family system has found another. But he's also like he's like recognizing the found family bonds at work and then he's also just sitting there kind of like pushing his two fingers together going like can can I be included in that?
Aww.
Like mentally he's not actually doing that, but that's the vibe.
Mhm.
Yes. H likes you.
But James likes H.
Yippee.
Like if H ever wanted, James would like would declare familial feelings.
H is sure like a new friend. This is my friend now. He cooks good and
Mhm.
likes my other friend.
Mhm.
He really likes your other friend.
Yep.
Uh-huh. His other friend is Eggs is very likable.
Mhm. Eggs is so likable.
He's still confused by how people find him likable, but
Oh man.
You're caring for a sweet child. You didn't have to do that.
Like James just wants to gently take Luke by the shoulders and just lightly shake him like, "Oh, excuse me." Like you didn't have to keep an eye on me while the while everything was in kind of lockdown for the night. He didn't have to help H. He didn't have to help out a lot of other people. And yet he has.
Mhm.
Because he's awesome.
He
And we
didn't
love
have
him.
he didn't have to give James his jacket while James was taking a nap.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
He didn't have to do a lot of things. And yet, he is,
And yet he did.
and yet he did. And he doesn't want people to be hurt. Like,
Mhm.
James is just shaking Luke, like, very lightly in my head, like, how do you not see that you are good?
He is
Aw.
still stuck in the past where he did some not so good things.
I know, and it makes me sad.
Agony.
Agony! James just wants to hold Luke and just tell him how much he is loved.
Oh.
Can we
Ah,
roll an insight on the to progress things since we're just being all soft and cute? Can you both roll an insight on the ferret who has finished
yep,
his cake?
yep, let me
Sure.
roll.
21.
18.
Oh, that's good. 21 and 18, you both realize H is kind of looking sadly at the empty cake plate. He is visibly still hungry somehow.
James looks at his half finished cake, slides the cake over to H. Do you want to finish mine?
Yeah.
Okay. He's gonna slide it fully over.
H takes the cake. Wait, oh, he did well. I forgot that was a phrase for a second. Well, he does take the cake in cuteness.
Cake achieved.
More cake.
Cake achieved. He will down that too and still be hungry.
H, do you always feel hungry? Like, never satisfied?
Uh, yeah.
James kind of has a little concerned look on his face. Was there ever a time when you felt satisfied that you can remember?
Uh,
He's I think because of the use of you're using the word satisfied, I don't think he quite comprehends.
Do you ever feel not hungry? Like, have you ever felt not hungry before?
oh. Uh, no.
Concern,
Awkward look at eggs.
ratcheting.
Mhm. Yeah, Egg's looking over at James like, yeah. Ugh.
Oh,
What do I do about this?
okay. Have you ever felt really sleepy and that you couldn't really move a lot? And it wasn't just like you wanting to actually fall asleep, but it was just you were so tired, but even sleeping didn't help.
He tilts his head at you.
No?
Okay. So not lethargic. James
This
is.
is kind of
Is it okay if James rolls a medicine?
sure. I didn't expect that.
He is going into Peregrine mode. I am so sorry. That's a 14.
It's fine. That's a 14. Um, I'm not for a medicine roll. I'm not gonna give you that for that low a roll because
This is a
I'm
big
I'm
thing.
not gonna.
Mhm.
It's a big thing. I'm not gonna give it to you. It's just
Mhm.
he seems pretty relatively healthy. Just seems to be perpetually hungry.
I wonder if there's something that we just haven't found that can help.
Yeah, I mean, my guess is kind of that he's hungry for something other than food, but who knows what that is?
What do people eat other than food?
That's what we gotta figure out, bud.
Was Eggs gonna say something?
Yeah, Egg is sort of like looking at James and then decides he can probably trust him and turns to each like, I mean, you know, Trick and she eats emotions, so that's probably not
Oh
what it
yeah.
is, but it could be something like
Like-
that.
Like Chick said, she can taste the sadness goop.
Yeah. But since you can't taste emotions, it's probably not emotions for you, but something else that maybe isn't physical.
Hmm.
Has anyone done magic around you? And has that had a taste? Or a smell?
Has Eggs actively casted magic around him?
He has very hard tried to do the opposite.
I think Eggs
No.
shakes his head then.
Okay. James does not have magic.
Eggs is not willing to cast magic within like 50 feet of this child just in case. Uh,
Fair.
Handy has
Very
magic
fair.
now.
Considering all things, fair.
Mm-hmm. Handy has magic technically, but I don't know if you want to rope it on in on this.
Sure. If Handy has a thought.
Handy's not going to volunteer, but
Does Handy know it has magic?
it has tried to cast vicious mockery on Trick, so I'm gonna say yes.
Oh. I got the impression that was like accidental.
I don't know.
I mean, I think it would be funny if it didn't know that it was
Yeah,
like
that's fair.
I think that'd be funny. Anyway, H looks at Handy, I think.
What are you looking at, kid?
Do you?
Oh, that cut right out.
Oh. H just asks like,
Do you have magic?
Uh. Should Handy roll something to tell if it has magic?
Arcana on yourself.
Cool, that's a -1.
Oh boy. Oh, that's a 16 though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey.
I mean, maybe I was kind of made of magic, so
If you want to do some kind of magic, I volunteer as tribute. James raises his hand.
Handy is giving him the evilest grin.
Andy, don't be mean.
Do
James is
your
nice.
worst, bud.
Look, he's literally
No.
asking for it.
James.
Don't worry, bud. I can handle it.
How?
Oh. Egg's like, okay,
James,
okay,
raising an eyebrow challengingly.
please don't actually hurt James. But then James raises his
Yeah.
eyebrow. Uh.
You dare
Oh.
challenge me. Energy.
I love James's relationship with Handy so much.
Oh. I think
The
Handy.
guy I like is attached to a horrible watch.
Handy just going. Wait, no, how mean does it want to be? Not that mean. Uh.
Don't swear at him.
No, I was not a swear. I'll tell you later. Uh
Oh boy.
oh. Oh. I'm trying to think of something that's like mildly mean for vicious mockery. Oh. Big talk for someone without magic at all. James can roll a whiz save to see if
Yeah,
it hits.
that's a reasonable amount of mean. Yippee!
James, roll a whiz save. Oh wait,
James,
Mira! Mira's internet is being
Mira.
weird.
Uh-oh. Mira, we believe in you. Uh, you're so right, though. You're so right, though.
For the sake of the recording, Ren messaged, "Heartbreaking. My crush has an awful watch who he's constantly stuck with." And I said, "Anime names be like." Break is probably a
That's very
decent
true.
idea. It's been 2 hours since we were supposed to start.
Oh, gee.
We haven't been actually playing for 2 hours. You've been going for an hour and a half, but
It has been almost 2 hours.
alright, we'll take a break and hopefully Mira's internet will stop being garbage. We're back. Now with Mira once again able to hear and participate.
Yep. Hi. Hello.
Yay! Welcome back from the void.
My internet had such a bad timing. Like I knew it was eventually going to happen in a PartyPlex game, but I had been lucky up until this point that the Wi-Fi had not given out
At
up
least
until now.
Agony.
at least it wasn't like a super tense moment in like a high angst
Oh,
game where you
yeah.
were left on a
Thankfully.
cliffhanger or something.
Oh, yeah,
And at
that's a
least it
really
wasn't in the
good
middle of
point.
gay.
Mhm.
And at least it wasn't in the middle of gay. It was just James getting roasted by Handy.
Mhm. Yeah. So after a little bit of deliberation and thought, the what Handy comes up with for vicious mockery is uh bold words from a guy with no magic at all. And James can roll a whiz save.
Good. Oh, wait, whoops. That is a 9.
That doesn't make it. You take a whole d4 of psychic damage. That's 2 points.
All right.
Howie.
He just kind of winces and then rolls his eyes.
Huh.
What happened?
I mean, it looks
He
like I
just,
do have magic.
yep.
Smug grin.
Oh.
You little jerk.
Oh
Well,
no, it's going to use this power for evil.
I mean, don't ask for it if you can't take it.
I mean, it was,
Mean.
it basically just felt like that it flicked me in the face. That's what it felt like.
That's something.
Yeah, it means you can defend yourself a little bit. Good job.
Right. So, what did this have to do with H? That's where we started, right?
Yeah, we're trying to see
Yes.
if H can sense and therefore eat magic.
Oh, I was supposed to be feeling for something.
Oh, yep.
Um,
I can do it again if you want, and if you want to try paying more attention this time.
Nina.
If we need
Nina.
to, I'm fine. I can take it again if we need to.
Well, I don't think I felt anything.
Do you want us to check again? Just to make
I
sure
don't
you're
want
actually
you to get-
concentrating.
I don't want you to get flicked.
Oh, I've experienced something worse than being flicked. I'm okay, I promise.
You died via torture.
This is nothing. It's literally just a bonk.
Okay.
H will
Ja-
trust.
James kind of taps his chest again and kind of just come at me, bro. At Handy.
Hmm. Handy, consideringly looking James up and down, trying to find something else to make fun of.
A raised eyebrow.
Roast him.
Hmm.
I'm imagining your giggles are a little in character as Handy is thinking of things.
Maybe a little, yeah. Hmm. Hmm. It doesn't want to roast him for being emotionally vulnerable.
Does or does not?
Good.
Does not.
Good call, because James would get a little miffed at that.
Mhm.
Good.
Oh, wait.
I'm
Just
trying to think.
lie.
I'm
I've got one.
trying to
I've got
think of
one.
a. Oh,
I've got
good,
one.
good. Okay.
Uh, I'm a little surprised you made that cake from earlier. I would have expected you to make a fruit cake.
Ah,
Because he's fruity.
he gasps a little in offense because he has feelings about fruitcake. He does not like fruitcake.
Roll the whiz
That's a
save. This damages him. This
Too busy
damages him
being
more
offended
because
about
not only is it
fruitcake.
calling him gay, but it's also bringing up that
bringing up his.
thing.
He hates fruitcake.
I don't think I've ever had fruitcake. I've heard I'm not missing much.
Yeah, James doesn't really trust anything that has to be soaked and aged for a while.
Ugh.
Fair.
Like cheese, one thing. When it's actually a cake that you've made, mm,
Did you roll a whiz save?
he did roll a whiz
Yes,
save. He
it
got a
passed.
19.
He was too busy
Oh.
being angry about the insult of fruitcake to fruitcake the baked good to take damage.
Now the
But
question
magic
is,
did still fire off.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
And H was paying attention this time.
anything, bud?
He's sticking out his tongue like a snake trying to smell.
Does it work?
H is like doing a little limb at the air.
I don't taste anything.
Okay, so maybe not that kind of magic, or not magic at all. Uh,
I have an idea. I let me just DM Pengu real quick.
Oh boy, oh boy. That's
Oh,
cute.
while they're typing, I do want to say I finally got my charging cords.
Yay!
I can charge my iPad.
Yippee! Also, Zen, the answer to your question is that's rule of cute, so I think yes.
Alright. So another spell that Handy has is Minor Illusion. So as H is sitting there with his tongue so intently stuck out, Handy is kind of snickering and uses Minor Illusion to make it look like there's snow falling around H, and that's what he's got his tongue
Aw.
stuck out to catch.
Oh.
He sees it and like immediately perks up, and he is gonna purposefully catch a snowflake. Them.
Them.
What should it taste like?
I don't know. I think that's up to you. If you
I
want a
think because
suggestion, like metallic or electric kind of theme, because Handy's the one that cast it, possibly, or something
I like
based on
that.
snow.
I like that. I think like he catches a little snowflake and goes like,
It tastes like snow, but staticky.
James kind of like has a huh expression on his face.
Yeah, Handy and Eggs also like, huh.
Hey, Handy, can you maybe make the illusion into something that's a little bit bigger that H can kind of chomp down on?
Chomp.
Handy glaring a little or being told what to do, but it will do it. And
He asked. He didn't order.
yeah, he didn't order, but it's still
and also H gives you puppy eyes.
okay. At the
If
puppy
that
eyes,
helps.
it will change the illusion. MJ is suggesting a pizza, so a
Pizza.
perfect recreation of the pizza from earlier
Pizza.
on the table.
He forgets about the slices and chomps it like a cookie.
Does it taste like pizza but staticky to H?
It tastes like pizza, but staticky. Why does it taste staticky?
It's probably because Handy casted it.
He is continuing to eat it anyway.
Handy doing a like proud little smirk. Huh.
Good
Well, would
job.
you look at that? Ooh. As James tells it good job, it's like, huh? And sort of like looks back at James a little bit surprised. It doesn't really know what to do with this.
James just gives Handy a little smile because this is good.
It's good. H is chowing down on the magical pizza. He's just going at it. Even as he's like,
Staticky. Staticky. Why is it staticky?
it intrigues him. That's why he's still eating.
I mean, it is magic. Is it good? Aside from the static?
No.
He's still eating it.
Oh. James looks
aside from the
disappointed.
Aside from the static, yes.
So it actually does taste good.
The static is bad, but the pizza is good. But why is it staticky?
Yum. Yum. Yum.
You don't have to keep eating it if you don't like it.
But I'm hungry.
He's eaten like over half of it.
If
because Toon rules.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we could get you another real pizza that doesn't taste staticky.
Oh. Okay.
He stops eating it finally.
But does H feel a little less hungry now?
I think he's not aware of a change yet.
Yeah, they'll go
Mm-hmm.
get in line to order another pizza. I feel like we have reached the end of the lifespan of the illusion pizza anyway. It only lasts a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pizza gone. Staticky pizza gone.
Mhm. So Eggs offers H his hand and is like, "Okay, we can go get a real pizza."
Okay.
James is so mad that he doesn't have magic because he's like sitting here with so many theories and tests he wants to run, but he has no magic. He can't run the tests.
They go up to the
Alas.
counter and H is looking up at the menu, looking at the
Mhm.
pictures.
Yeah. Uh, Eggs will hold him up to see the menu better if he wants.
He would like that.
Yeah. Eggs lifts H up, puts him on his
He's
shoulders,
he's looking at.
perhaps.
Yes. Sit. He weighs like a handful of grapes. He is good for sit. And he's looking at the menu and going like,
Uh, eggs?
Yeah, bud?
Nothing sounds good.
None of it? I thought you liked the pizza from earlier.
I did, but I don't want another one.
Alright.
I think I mumbled a bit. He says he doesn't want another one.
Yeah. Eggs like, alright, do you want something else? We could go to the vending machine.
I like the vending machine.
Yee. Eggs will carry him to the vending machine.
I'm just imagining James tagging along at this
Mhm.
point.
Yep, he sees that we're leaving this area and goes, "Oh, I want to follow. Come back. Come back. Well, wait for me."
Yeah, Eggs will stop and wait for James
H
to catch up.
H waves at you to join.
He jogs up to meet the other two. Well, three
Until
technically.
Mhm. Sorry, what did H just say?
He said,
I'm tall.
sitting on
Mm.
Iggs' shoulders.
You are tall.
I'm taller than Chick.
You sure are, bud.
Off they go.
Off they go to
Off
the
they
nearest
go.
vending machine. And
And like,
Eggs will set H down and hands him a coin to use the machine.
I think H just automatically grabs like his favorite snack from in there, which is probably something cheesy.
Mhm.
Not Cheetos.
Mhm. I'm sure there's some sort of PartyPlex branded cheese cracker thing.
Yeah, probably Senora branded, chip branded.
Mhm.
And he grabs his favorite cheesy snack. Cheesy crackers in the shape of chip. That's cute. That's cute.
Yes.
He grabs those. He likes the cheesy. And he tears it open automatically and takes one. And then he kind of looks at the bag.
You okay, bud?
Yeah.
Are you not hungry anymore?
I, d- I don't want to eat it. Is that what not hungry is?
Yeah, you usually don't want to eat more food after after you're done eating.
Oh. He's like staring. He doesn't know how to process this. He is just a little ferret.
A little ferret who has not felt satisfied in his whole entire life.
Yup. It does not compute. He is just staring at the bag like, why don't I want to eat this? Why? I love this.
You can save it for later. You don't
He
have to
hands
eat it
to
right now.
eggs. He hands it to eggs.
Can you save it?
Yeah, but I'll hold on to this and you tell me when you want it.
Okay.
James pulls out a little baggy clip and hands it to Eggs.
Yeah, good. I guess we'll seal up the bag and then tuck it into his pocket, probably. He's not wearing his work uniform, which I didn't specify at the beginning of the game. He's here in casual clothes. He has pockets.
Oh, James would have gotten so flustered. Oh,
Oh
I'm
man,
imagining
I'm
him in comfy
sorry.
hoodie.
He is in a hoodie with the hood up and jeans.
Comfy hoodie.
He has big kangaroo pocket in the front of the hoodie that he tucks the crackers into once the bag is sealed.
Yes. H still looks like he's like having a moment.
You feeling
James
okay,
gotta.
bud?
James is gonna kind of crouch down to be a little bit more at H's level. You
What did
doing
eggs
okay?
say? Hold on. What did eggs say?
Exhaust, you doing okay, bud?
Yeah. I've never not wanted to eat.
This is really big for you, huh, bud?
This is what not hungry is.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it is, bud.
Oh,
If James looks at Handy, Handy just has the smuggest look.
Hey, H, can I hug you?
I love hugs.
James is gonna hug H. Just, oh, the poor baby.
Yeah. H's birthday gift is the gift of not hungry.
Man,
The gift of
yeah.
not hungry.
The gift of not hungry. Wow. He's never had that in his little life.
In 20 years.
Yup.
My emotions. He's
He will
gonna
be
just.
hugged. He loves hugs.
He just gives such a. James gives such a good hug. Just so he is
H,
projecting all of his care into this hug right now, so it is a very good hug.
I think H would say like,
You give good hugs.
I'm glad. You deserve all the good hugs.
I like hugs.
And then, me too, bud. And he's gonna let go and then just gently ruffle H's head.
and then I think he goes and makes Uppy's grabby hands up at
Yeah,
eggs.
I
He
was
wants to
gonna
be held
say
now.
Eggs was going to hug H and lift him and sort of, you know, that, like resting him on the hip,
Hold.
hauled in one arm sort of pose.
Yeah.
My
Hold.
heart! Hold!
Holding
The
him!
Holding him.
holding him! Hey, Handy.
Mm-hmm.
Really glad that we figured that out, because just good job. You made a really good pizza.
I It tasted staticky, but it did. I'm not hungry. I didn't like the static, but I like being not hungry.
Yeah, how about that, kid? Handy is
Thank you.
kind of like looking at James, still not sure what to make of this, but like,
James kind of like looks at Luke and it just kind of like does a little gesture because like how do you explain that you're so glad that someone else can provide something that you personally can't do? It- how do you explain that? Like being glad someone else can do something for someone else that you had wanted to do is just it's a relief.
maybe roll insight on Handy.
Can I also?
Sure.
That is a
Yippee.
19.
What is H's insight again? The. No, I don't want to shrug. -2.
12.
12.
Yeah, I mean, H, you're
Aw.
pretty preoccupied. Handy is kind of being a little standoffish, but that's pretty normal for it. This is just how Handy is. 19.
That's just handy.
Handy is surprised that James is being nice to it when it's been kind of mean to him today. Like, putting H aside, because, like, yeah, of course it's going to help the kid. It's an asshole, but not that much of an asshole. But, like, it hit you with vicious mockery twice. Why are you being this nice? That's the part that it doesn't get.
James just kind of has that kind of like, oh, that's what that looks for. Save him from people who don't understand why James is being nice.
No.
Kind of just
We're
like
surrounded by them.
just looking up at the ceiling for just like a brief moment before just pulling out his little just pulling up his Raz watch and typing a message to Handy and is like, okay, first off, I asked to be vicious mockeried twice. When I get annoyed at you, it's just annoyance because you're pushing my buttons. It doesn't mean I hate you. You're like the annoying kid brother sort of vibe towards me. Not saying that we're actually siblings, but that's how I kind of view the vibe of our interactions. If I've misread it and you just don't like me, fair. And he's just gonna say a little bit more. It's just like you're part of Eggs's life, and I don't want to be. Well, first off, you helped you helped someone, and I'm really glad you were able to help someone. And just because you're annoying sometimes doesn't mean I hate you.
Aww.
Oh.
And he sends that off to Handy.
Hmm. I
Oh,
feel.
I do think he does say that I do want to try and get along with you just because I know that you're important to Eggs and you guys are a package deal basically, and I don't want to fight you if I don't have to. And yeah, that's all he has to say. He's finished adding things to his little message in my head.
Yeah. I think after that last part, like, there's a couple seconds, and then Handy's response is just, yeah, okay.
Handy.
It's better
James is
than the rude thing I was thinking it might say.
It is.
James is just gonna take that as a win. He doesn't want to fight Handy.
Mhm.
Crow suggests it just sends K.
It's a little better than that.
It is. You know what? We are not at the bottom of the barrel. Good for Handy.
Mhm. Cuz like
We are not
it
at the
doesn't
lowest bar.
it doesn't actually want to make an enemy out of James either. It
Good.
knows eggs like Sam, so
So
Mhm.
it's just gonna call him gay. It's pretty.
it's teasing. It's a little mean, but
And also, it's true. He
mhm.
is, in fact, fruity.
It doesn't want to like totally wreck the guy. It doesn't want an all-out war.
Mhm.
H, meanwhile, in Eggs' hands, happy as can be because not hungry, being held by friend, had a good day. This is awesome. This is the best day of his little life. This is the best birthday of his little life.
Eggs being overwhelmed by all these positive emotions. Uh,
Ugh.
Man, I hold H so very soft.
mhm.
Yeah.
So I think it's safe to say this was a pretty good birthday, right, bud?
It was awesome. It was an awesome birthday. I loved it. And I still want to try deep dish pizza.
Well, we'll have to
Because
come
that
back.
also sounds delicious.
We'll have to come back and try it another day then.
He looks at James like,
And we can see you again. I like you.
James is just emotions.
uh, Eggs going like, yeah, I like James too.
And immediately poof, pink. And he just kind of smiles and it's wobbly, but like it's because it's wobbly because he's feeling so many happy emotions as he goes, "Yeah, I like you both too. And I would love seeing you guys more."
Yippee.
Oh man.
yeah,
Do
that
we want
sounds. Yeah, that sounds nice.
Mhm. It does sound nice. Um if either of you guys ever want if my days off align with eggs's at some point, maybe we could all just have a fun day out in town.
I mean, technically, I have every day off. I
Yeah,
got night shifts.
but I don't want you to be like exhausted when you're working.
Don't worry about that.
James, rolling insight.
H, also rolling insight and will probably fail.
That is a dirty
25.
25.
Yeah. I want to wait and see what
Um,
H's roll is to get that out of the way first.
12.
12. I mean, H doesn't really notice anything. H already knows Eggs doesn't sleep. That came up. Uh, yeah, with a nut.
I was wondering about that, and sorry, I was wondering about that, and if H might just randomly do a very nonchalant comment like he do.
I want to first give James the stuff for the
Yeah.
25 cuz like Eggs looks nervous. He looks like he doesn't want to tell you something. And it seems kind of similar to when he didn't want to tell you that he couldn't eat or uh when he was talking about his
Uh,
death uh the first time in the whole being dead thing. Like yeah, there's a reason why he wouldn't be tired that he doesn't necessarily want to say. That probably has something to do with his death.
Okay, that's enough to make him just kind of soften a little bit, and he just kind of gently reaches out and touches lightly to Eggs' shoulder and just goes, "Okay. If
Well, now I don't want Age to do a stupid comment.
sorry, James is going for the gay."
It's okay, go for I prefer the gay.
He just gently touches Eggs' shoulder and goes, "It's okay. You don't have to tell me. I'm glad that you won't be tired, traditionally speaking, I guess. I just I want you to be okay. That's all I'm saying. So if you say you're gonna be okay, then you're gonna be okay."
X kind of nods a little. He doesn't know what to say to that.
James just kind of smiles at him. Just
Cute.
yeah, he's just gonna smile. He's just gonna smile at Eggs and kind of give him back his space a little bit. But still, I'm just saying if you guys ever wanted during the day.
Yeah, you know,
I want to try that cake again.
Sorry.
I haven't really come here a lot during the day, but yeah, that sounds nice.
And don't worry, H. I can get you more of that cake later. In fact, honestly, I could just make some at my apartment. I know the recipe.
His tail is wagging.
Obviously, I could probably make it anytime you really wanted as long as I didn't have work.
Eggs has a kitchen.
Not much of a kitchen. I don't really have the stuff you'd need for baking.
I
But he's
could
got
bring
a
it
good
over.
oven.
I've got all of my cooking and baking stuff at my apartment if you two wanted to come to my apartment.
Oh, that's also good.
Eggs is flustered.
You all I'm saying is you're welcome anytime. Both of you.
Get accidentally winged man by a ferret.
And it could just be cooking cake. We don't have to do anything super extravagant or anything looking at Eggs. Like this is no pressure. You don't have to do this.
Can we go over to James's apartment sometime for cake?
Yeah, I think so.
Yippee!
Just smiling so fondly. He just wants to make both Luke and H happy. He will do anything to make sure they are happy.
Aww.
Ah.
Yes. Yes. The family bonding. Yes.
Is there anything else we want to cover?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
We've had cuteness. We've had gay.
We've had a tiny little sprinkle of angst.
A little bit of lore. This FPS has everything.
Woo!
Yay!
Well, this was fun.
This was fun.
This is delightful.
I'm just lying down and having emotions over all of them.
Yeah. We thought we'd get the emotions out with this FPS. No, they've just intensified.
Yep. I've been smiling so much my cheeks hurt. Ow.
Yeah. Oh, we should.
And now there's an invitation to go to James's apartment.
Yeah, which Luke does have the address still from when James gave it to him in the pre-book club FPS.
You already have his address.
Mhm.
Luke, buddy.
And James has now
My
officially said
guy.
out in the open that Luke is he is free to visit anytime.
Let's see where that goes.
Yippee! Surely nothing bad will happen to the two dead guys.
Oh, my cheeks hurt. Ow.
We should stop the recording.
Yeah, we probably
Yes.
should.
I have to
Thank
get
you.
dinner.
Oh, go eat.
Thank you for playing. Thank you to our listeners. Hi, Cecil.
We
Eggs
love you.
Florentine.
I see so. Eggs Florentine.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.